Okay, we're back. Let's go. My mic wasn't connected properly before. Hopefully, you guys are doing okay, man. I couldn't go live earlier today. I just got home. We're gonna do a live preview. We're gonna make a poll for every fight on this card. See what the people are picking on this card. We're just gonna have fun, just cover the card. We might have a cancellations. I've been hearing rumors that Turner might be out. Maybe Ignacio's out. I'm not really sure what's happening in that one. But there's a lot of rumors right now. Nothing really confirmed as of right now. What's going on, brother? How you guys doing? You shaved your head. Why did you do that, brother? Why'd you do that? I honestly I might do something for fun. If I'm picking Ankalaev, Pereira proves me wrong. We might I might get a couple I might shotgun a beer or something. I don't know. I was thinking maybe I'll shave my fucking head on stream. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best idea for me. Maybe we'll all shotgun a beer. I'm probably down for that, shotgunning a beer. Maybe I don't know, maybe Corona, maybe a Corona, or maybe take a shot, or maybe I'll take a shot. We'll definitely do something for fun on the live stream this Saturday. It's a pay-per-view card. It should be really fun. Yeah, if you guys want to come talk to me about this card, like on the live stream, I'll send you guys a link in Discord right now. If you guys want to do that, I'll drop the link right now. But we're just gonna go over the card. Just talk about the plays that you guys like, the plays that I like on this card. I still only have 2 bets on this card as of right now. I was up late in the morning. I was up till 5 in the morning. I was betting on what was it, Australian NBA. It's first time I bet Australian NBA. We actually cast over in 5 a.m. in the morning. We've been doing really well. Make sure you guys join Discord. It's free, no premium or anything like that. So we've been killing it on Discord the past few days for NBA. I don't bet soccer. I mean, we have people betting soccer. Grimy. I know. Do you bet soccer? I mean, I'm not sure Grimy bets soccer. I know Lane bets soccer. Woken. These guys, they all bet soccer, but not me. I don't know. I don't really know anything about soccer, or NFL. But NBA is I'm okay with NBA. I know some plays for NBA. I do pretty well NBA and MMA. Obviously, we got LFA card coming up this Thursday, guys. There's no betting lines right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've been waiting for these betting lines to drop for LFA, and they just haven't been dropping them. I mean, normally they drop them by Monday or Tuesday in the afternoon. I don't know. They might not drop them at all. Maybe they're gonna drop them tomorrow. It's really fucking weird. I don't know what's going on with Bet Online, honestly. Yeah, football and basketball. Yeah, you do bet in football, eh? Okay. Yeah, I don't. I was gonna bet the Chiefs, and I'm happy I didn't do it because I've seen everyone betting the Chiefs. I was like, I'm just gonna follow everyone's lead, and we're probably gonna cash. And I seen them getting absolutely obliterated in the first quarter, and I was like, I don't know if I want to bet this anymore. Yo, what's going on, DK? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Dagestani, heavyweight steroid user, plus 250. Give me that Kuniev pick, bro. We'll talk about the card, man. We'll definitely be talking about this card. I dropped a Discord link, and I dropped it just now. So if you guys want to come chat with me, talk about the card, give out your plays to the people, I'm down for that. Make sure you guys and the only reason I don't drop in the chat is because we get some trolls sometimes. So I don't want to have some trolls in here. It's in the Discord, so if you guys want to join Discord, you guys will see the link in there that I just posted earlier. Let's go over this card, man. We got a pretty good, solid card. We have 12 fights as of right now. Obviously, we have a new co-main event on this card. Rafael Fiziev taking on Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje's had enough time off now, almost 9 months off, I think, at this point, right? So he should be feeling better now. He's not coming back too soon, which is good, which is definitely good. We got this one. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I've been hearing rumors. I mean, they're flying out Tom Nolan to Vegas. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is, honestly. There's a reason they're flying him out on a private jet to Vegas, right? Why else would Dana White be flying out Tom Nolan during fight week? And Ignacio hasn't posted anything on Instagram, neither has Turner. So there's definitely something going on with this one. What's going on, Bob? How you doing, Bob? Let's go. What's up, Pickham? I'm down in Florida trying to track down AJ. Toronto's next. Bro, if you come out to Toronto, we'll definitely link up, man. I'm down to link up in Toronto for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the States. I still don't even have my passport right now. I gotta go renew my passport. and that's probably gonna take me like probably a couple of weeks unless I fast track it. I gotta pay them like more money to fast track. I don't know if I want to do that. I definitely want to like drive over to the states and just drive around. Just drive around, see new places, just travel around. I think that's something that I'm definitely been thinking of for the past 2 years. Let's fucking go, Bob. Heard that weather is great. Yo, I mean, states. There's some places in the states where it snows, right? I mean, normally I don't think it's that cold over there, but I've never been anywhere past Buffalo City, so I don't. What do I know, right? I've only been up to Niagara Falls and then Buffalo City. Imagine they teasing the Turner pullout and Tom Nolan just flying to Vegas to do one of those fan. Honestly, like I don't know why they've like I don't think they would be spending all that money right to fly out Tom Nolan. Like I don't think it makes sense, honestly. Like question and answers. I mean, like Nolan's not even ranked or like close. He's not even that big of a star, I guess. If this was in Australia, then I'll kind of understand it. But like he doesn't have anything to do with this card. I mean, um you're at work right now. I could join at 5:15. Sure, bro. You can hop in. We'll be live by then for sure. All right, guys, let's go over this card. We got pretty solid card. I cannot wait for this pay-per-view. Do I think this pay-per-view is worth $80? I mean, honestly, I think it is. I mean, with Pereira headlining the pay-per-view, we got Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev as the co-main event. I really wish it was 5 rounds. I prefer that co-main being 5 rounds, but they're not gonna do that because Rafael Fiziev is taking this fight at short notice. I'm sure he didn't want to do 5 rounds. Maybe the UFC was trying to pay him more money to do it 5 rounds, but it probably doesn't make sense for him, right? He's probably not prepared fully for 5 rounds if it goes longer. How you doing, Lane? Lane's been absolutely on fire the past few days. Lane, I actually bet on what was it, like Australian and basketball this morning. I was up at like 5 in the morning waiting for LFA betting lines to drop on Bet Online. They still haven't dropped them. I don't know what's going on with the Bet Online. I just got bored. Then I was like, let me make some money if I can make some money to get free breakfast in the morning. And actually, I should have bet more on the over. I've been doing pretty well on the overs and under totals for basketball. Like I do a little math on the side. Then I think I look at the timer. I was like, how are they playing? Like I'm pretty good at that. I don't know. I got the blueprint, just like you got the blueprint for the parlays and the spreads and stuff. For tonight, like my plays are Halliburton to get a double. That's plus 115. I like the Pacers that you gave out, Lane, in the Discord earlier. -3.5 Pacers. They're playing at home, right? Are they playing at home or what? Or is Houston playing at home? And I like Harden to get over 8.5 assists. I think he's gonna get over 8. He's probably gonna get over like 10, but 8.5 is probably more safer overall. Go, guys, let's go. Let's do the first poll on the card. We got Chris Gutierrez taking on John Sexy Mexi Castaneda. I love this guy's nickname. Old Guapo taking on Sexy Mexi Castaneda. All right, guys, let's do the poll. Make sure you guys like the video, run the likes up. Not the video, it's a live stream. Make sure you guys run the likes up for your boy. We've been fucking live every day for the past I'm not even sure how long we've been, like how many days we've been live. I think other than Sunday, I've been live pretty much every day. And even Sunday, I was doing a live, like final breakdown. I mean, my updated breakdown for this card. All right, let's do this. Gutierrez. Gutierrez taking on, can't spell this guy's name. We'll say Chris. Taking on John. So, like, honestly, like, this is pretty, like, it's going to be a competitive fight. I think it's going to go longer. I don't know if I see them finishing each other in this one. Gutierrez is pretty tough. He's going to be the much better striker, range, but like, does he have a lot of power? I don't think his boxing is all that good. I think John's going to be more dangerous. And the betting odds actually opened John Castaneda at like -250. And I did my breakdown before the lines dropped, and I was expecting Chris Gutierrez to open at like -200, -180. But apparently, like, they don't really expect Gutierrez all that much. I mean, the odds makers. I mean, the fact they opened John Castaneda at -50 probably has a lot to do with Gutierrez's last performance over Quang Lee. He really didn't look all that good out there. He was getting taken on. Quang Lee took the fight on short notice. We just seen Quang Lee look absolutely terrible. His next matchup against Long Zhao, I think it was against Long Zhao in China. and he got knocked out. I mean, Gutierrez wasn't anywhere close to putting him away, and he barely won that fight. It was like he pretty much won one going into that third round, and he just barely did enough to win that third round. I mean, it was relatively close. And say what you want about Castaneda, man. I mean, he lost to Gutierrez, right? I mean, not Gutierrez. He lost to Daniel Marcos. I've been pretty high on Daniel Marcos. We had a parlay ending with Daniel Marcos. His last fight over Yanez, I was like plus 18,000 parlay. So like I've been cashing on Daniel Marcos in UFC. I bet him over. I had a parlay with when he fought Castaneda, Imavov, Klein, and Marcos. I was like plus 500 almost. We cashed that one too. So like losing to Marcos, I mean, no shame in that at all. Losing to, I know people are gonna look at, oh, he got knocked out by Willie Cat Santos. If you actually go run that fight back, I mean, he had Willie Cat Santos in big fucking trouble, man. He had him like barely hanging on, barely surviving. He just emptied the tank, trying to get him out of there early, and it just didn't like. He just ran out of gas, right? That happens. I mean, he almost finished him like a couple of times in the first round. You like the over? Honestly, I do think the over is gonna hit, but like minus 350 just seems like I think it goes over, but like minus 350, I don't know. Like it's kind of like you're paying a lot of premium for that over 2.5 rounds. I do see it going over though. I mean, do you think Castaneda is cutting weight twice matters? I mean, Chris Gutierrez was cutting weight. I mean, for like 2 weeks ago, he was supposed to fight John Masamoto. So like, I don't think it's that much of a problem for either of these guys. And the Gutierrez, I mean, Castaneda was supposed to fight at catch weight, right? I think that was supposed to be at catch weight, maybe 140. So maybe that's gonna play a factor, maybe. But I honestly think he's gonna be okay, man. He's been looking pretty good out there, other than Marcos' fight. If Marcos wins by decision, so that might be worth a sprinkle. And he almost actually rocked Marcos like in the third round. I mean, I was like, holy shit, please survive. You guys remember me on the live stream? I was like, please survive that, bro, because I needed him to win for my parlay and the money line. I had Marcos. I was all over Marcos in that spot because Marcos like has really good takedown defense. I mean, Gutierrez doesn't have like his takedown defense is okay, but he's getting taken up by Song Yadong, getting taken up by Quang Lee. I mean, those guys are not wrestlers. And Castaneda can wrestle, and he's got pretty good gas tank when he's not trying to finish you in the first round. And Gutierrez, I don't know. I'm not really that high on Gutierrez, man. I mean, really not. Like losing Song Dong, I mean, that's not bad, obviously. Like, but he just got absolutely like bullied. He's getting taken out controlled. Then when he was down like 4 rounds, then he went for like Imanari roll in the 5th round. I mean, why would you go for something like that? I mean, when you know you need a knockout or a finish, you went for Imanari roll. Obviously, there's a chance that Gutierrez can win this one if he stays on the outside. If John Castaneda has a hard time closing distance on him. Obviously, Gutierrez has more weapons, leg kicks. He's got some nasty leg kicks. He's training over there at Factory X. So obviously, he's gonna have a lot going for him. These guys are out of Factory X, have been looking pretty solid recently. Brundis is out of Factory X. Jacoby's out of Factory X. So maybe he's gonna be prepared. But they both didn't know they were fighting each other. So I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Bob Monday's odds are increasing, bro. The reason I haven't bet it yet is like I'm not sure if that fight's even happening. I mean, there's like a lot of rumors out there that Nolan might be taking the fight on short notice. I mean, it's not confirmed yet, so it's just my intuition because they're flying out of Tom Nolan to Vegas right now, Dana White, and he tagged Dana White in his on Instagram. Latrell, what's going on, Latrell? I asked Ron Robin what was the unit size, and he literally said 50 cents. Bro, honestly, like he could have made so much money. He could have made more money than he makes in a year if he just took my bet. I mean, I was gonna bet him $200 over. I was gonna take Preston Parsons. I was gonna give him Open Elliott. The guy is such a fucking pussy, bro. Like, why would you not take that bet? I mean, just take a fucking risk at least once. And you could have made more money than like he makes in a fucking year betting on MMA. Yeah, Bob, that's the only one you can use in Florida. You have to go to in person to a casino to place bets in Florida. Like, is that how it works? Or you can probably bet on offshore books, right? Like bet online and stuff. I'm sure that you can probably do that on offshore books too. Bro, like I'm not really the one to shame like unit sizing. I mean, like I don't bet that much money on NBA. Like I bet $20 this morning. Like I got $20 and made $20 on that. Like I don't bet that much on NBA. Like for MMA, I only bet like a couple hundred. There's nothing wrong with like betting money, but like Ron Robin is so fucking annoying. Like he's like one of those guys that thinks like he knows everything. I mean, Gutierrez fights exactly like Jonathan Martinez, but a bit boring. Yeah, like if you just let him stay on the outside, obviously, like he's gonna be able to do his thing, right? But if a Castaneda's in his face, I think he's gonna give him problems. I mean, I don't think Gutierrez has the best boxing. I mean, obviously he's got really good kicks from range, but I don't like his boxing that much. 50 cents for has to check his sofa for Lucien. Okay, that's kind of you're roasting him so bad right now, Lane. In Florida, Hard Rock bet app. I've never used Hard Rock. I've never actually gone to casino. I've gone to casino to like gamble on a slot machine. I don't even like doing that. I didn't really find it entertaining, or like I didn't really make any money off it. Like I only like I've never placed a sports bet on at a casino. I only just do it online. Like I use like multiple sports book like Betway, Bet Online, FanDuel, and DraftKings. Basically, that's all I use. But that's $20, not not 50. No, it's 200, bro. It's $200. I was gonna bet him. I was gonna bet him $200. I like it was on that clown show's live stream. I mean, I was gonna give him that fucking 200 through bet openly. I mean, he just didn't fucking have the balls to take my bet. Like it is what it is, you know. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the Gutierrez. I'm gonna go not Gutierrez. I'm gonna go with the Castaneda here. See what the betting odds are on this one are. I think it's like he pretty much even money right now for both of these. Let's see. Gutierrez right now is minus 115. The odds are closing in. I mean, Castaneda opened up at like minus 250, so there's a lot of money coming in Gutierrez. Um, over 2.5 rounds, minus 325. I think it goes over. If I go the distance, minus 300. I mean, you are paying a premium for the over 2.5 rounds, but I mean, because Gutierrez is going to finish him, I don't think he's finishing him. And like maybe Castaneda can maybe lock in a submission, but I don't really see it. He went the distance with the Song Yudong, who has knockout power. So I don't know if I see him getting finished here. He's pretty tough. Gutierrez is pretty tough, so I think he goes over. Really doesn't matter what anyone bet size is, in my opinion. He just well, let's just stop. I don't even want to talk about that, dude. But yeah, let's move on, guys. I'm picking a Castaneda. Not really like a confident pick, but I am picking Castaneda. I think he's gonna have more ways to win here. Whereas Gutierrez is gonna need to just stay on the at range and pick him apart. And I don't really rate Gutierrez as high as Marcos. Marcos has really good takedown defense. All right, let's move on, guys. Next fight on the card is gonna be Ozzy Diaz versus Jordan Santos. I know people like Ozzy Diaz here. I mean, he had a tough debut on and then China. He fought Min Yang Jiang, who has legit KO power. Has like 18 first round finishes. I mean, so obviously they really didn't do him any favors in that first debut matchup. I mean, you guys are going Chris Gutierrez at 70%. That's fair. I understand you guys where you guys are leaning Chris Gutierrez. He has a better record in the UFC also. I just have a feeling that Castaneda can pull it off. All right, guys, let's do this poll now. So we got Diaz versus Santos. I do have a bet on this fight, guys. I bet on Santos at minus 120. I wish I got plus money on him, which I didn't. I didn't bet him like soon enough. The line's like minus 200 now. Like if the line gets wider, I might actually like place a bet on Diaz like 1 unit just to cover my base if anything crazy happens. But honestly, like I'm not really that worried about Diaz knocking him out. Like he's knocked out a few guys in LFA, but we watch LFA. I mean, I watch LFA pretty much every week, almost every week, and I watch all of his. I've watched all of his LFA fights live. And I never bet this guy in LFA ever. Normally I place bets in LFA, but this guy, like, I don't really trust him. I don't trust the durability. I mean, he's been knocked out so many times, and but it's like we gotta give him a break. He's only been getting knocked out by guys that have legit KO power. The Santos hit as hard as Piper or like Min Jiang, maybe not, but I honestly think he's got more ways to win here. He's got better cardio. I feel like over Diaz. Um, what book can you actually make 10? I think probably DraftKings. I mean, they probably let you do whatever you want on there. I don't know. Like, I think you can probably do that on any book. I mean, even FanDuel. Like, I don't think it matters. I don't think there's a limit, right? There's no limit. I mean, there's only limits on Bet Online if you want to place bets for like thousands of dollars on like grappling or even like sometimes they'll place limits on you. I've never bet more than 1K on one fight, so I never had that problem. Yeah, that's funny. All right, guys, I'm gonna go with Santos. I've been picking Santos. This guy's always training. He's always in camp. He's in pretty good shape for this fight, and I like Santos here, man. Not sure if he's gonna finish him. Diaz, he's not that chinny, but he does get finished a lot. I mean, even in fights that he's winning, right? Like he's getting rocked. If you go run that fight tape back in LFA, he's been getting rocked and hurt. So like, is there a chance that he can knock out Santos? I mean, like Santos hasn't really fought anyone that has KO power like these guys. I mean, Diaz has some power. You know, like he's got okay boxing. I mean, his boxing really isn't all that bad. But like, I don't know if I see him knocking out Santos. Santos, I think he's gonna have like he's gonna be landing kicks from range. Also, maybe he can mix some takedowns, wrestle. I'm going Santos here. Money line honestly is not that bad. I think he's 27 years old. He's in his prime right now. He's gonna be he's always training. I mean, I'll follow him on Instagram, and he's always training all fucking day long. He's running all the time. He's in pretty good shape for this fight. I really like Santos here. I think he's gonna win. The line's gotten kind of out of control at this point. Minus 200 almost now. I don't know if I wouldn't place a bet at minus 200, but maybe you can still add him to like a long shot parlay or something like that. Um, Ask round robin. What's going on, Ernie? I play 10-cent round DraftKings fantasy. I've never done fantasy like those football fantasy leagues. I never placed like even like DraftKings lineups. I've never done those. And I don't think they're even allowed in where I live in Canada. You can't do those here in Ontario for some reason. I'm not sure what the reason behind it is. But I know most places in Canada you can make DraftKings lineups and play those in those pools. I mean that people play. You can make a lot of money on those. And but yeah, it's just it's not sanctioned here in Ontario for some reason. I'm picking Santos. I mean, is he gonna finish him? Like that's my only question. Like I'm not really sure if he's gonna finish him. Because he hasn't really finished a lot of people out there. Like he finished Will Curry is pretty tough. I mean, so like not finishing him is okay. These guys, I mean, obviously he's been fighting in Thunder Fight League. I mean, I'm not really that high on their promotion, but he showed pretty good skills in that Contender Series fight. And I think Will Curry has like doesn't have the boxing like Diaz obviously, but he's actually got okay skills everywhere. He's got okay cardio. He just beat him up for all 3 rounds. I mean, he really didn't slow down at all. And I don't think his cardio is gonna be a problem. I think his chin's okay. I think he has a pretty solid chin on him. We'll see if he really is at the like what kind of ceiling Santos is gonna have. Because if it's like 29, 28, really close, then I'll be like, okay, this I don't know if he's really gonna be a big problem in the UFC. But 27 years old at middleweight, I mean, he's still a baby. And he's as old as I am. I mean, that's pretty crazy. He's 27. I'm 27. Jeff said Ruffy versus Green is closer than people expect. Honestly, I'm not sure, man. Like Ruffy's training all the time. I mean, these guys are like getting knockouts out there. Prates, Ruffy, I mean, John Silva, like they're covering their price each and every time out there. Like, so can you even doubt them anymore? I don't know if I can. Like, it'd be one thing if they're like, I mean, Ruffy couldn't knock out James on top, but who the hell knocks out James on top? That guy has a chin on him, and he almost did knock him out. He knocked him down like a few times. He hurt him to the body a few times. But like maybe he should have finished him, maybe submission. I know Chris Padilla finished him by submission in the first round. So Chris Padilla is fighting soon. I think he's got a fight coming up soon too. I'm picking Santos here, guys. I'm picking Santos. Maybe like a third round KO TKO. I could see him like really putting it on him later, but could also go the distance. I mean, but I know he wants to finish here, so I'm gonna lean towards a KO here. What's going on, Chris? How you doing, brother? How you like DJ Khaled? Of course I like DJ Khaled, bro. DJ Khaled. Isn't that what like isn't that something that isn't that what he says every time? Like what was his motto? DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled. Fuck, I can't do it. Of course I like DJ Khaled, bro. He's actually a funny dude. You gotta follow him on Instagram. He's got some funny fucking Instagram stories. In fact, I said he's overrated. I wouldn't say he's overrated. I mean, he was slowing down in that line top fight, and line top took that fight on short notice. To be fair, so we'll see if he runs through Bobby Green. Then I think he's pretty legit. If he has a hard time Bobby Green, then we'll see. We'll see how it goes on this card. What's a roofie? Something you don't want to fucking try, Bob. Another one. Yeah, that's the one. The fuck, I forgot. How the fuck did I forget? Another one. It's not like it's every time you hear a song, another one. DJ Khaled. Bro, I gotta listen to DJ Khaled after this. I love DJ Khaled. Even Rick Ross. I mean, Rick Ross is one of my favorite rappers. Rick Ross is yo. Did you guys see Rick Ross? He lost a ton of weight, right? Rick Ross, like he doesn't look the same anymore. He's not been eating fucking McDonald's and KFC anymore. Looks like. Yeah, another one. That's the one right there. Yo, like 2010, man, like 2010 to like 2015, like DJ Khaled was like going crazy. I mean, he was going crazy back then. Rick Ross got that Wingstop money. Yeah. Yo, he actually looks different now. Like it's crazy. I mean, who's the other guy that bro, Super Hot Fire? You guys probably remember Super Hot Fire from back in the day on YouTube. He's actually, I think he made a return. I think he's coming back. He's on YouTube now again, or he's making content again. All right, guys, let's move on. I mean, let's look at the odds. Santos is minus. Well, that's the other Santos. He's minus 182. Okay, the line's bouncing back just a bit now because I seen him at like minus 200 this morning. Now over 2.5 rounds, minus plus 110. Honestly, the way Diaz fights, the way he's so hittable, I feel like it's probably gonna go under 2.5 rounds. But I wouldn't play. I already played Santos money line, so I'm not gonna play that over or under. Maybe you can play Diaz by like a second, third round KO if you think he's gonna be able to put it on him later. That might be a sneaky play. I might play that for just to hedge my play on Santos maybe. But I feel pretty good about Santos here. I do like him here. Let's see what the people are picking on this fight. The people are on Santos at 62%. We got 40. We got their almost 40% on Diaz side. I respect the underdog side on that one. Yeah, this could be a pretty good matchup for him, honestly. Like he's not fighting Joe Piper or like Min Yang. I can't say that guy's name. Min Yang. Okay, that's probably racist. Let me take that back. My favorite part of the rap culture is the rap snack chips. I'm not really sure who's that guy that before Eminem like made rap god. Fuck, I can't remember the guy's name. I mean, he was like the fastest rapper before Eminem made rap god. Criming they also good. Yeah, I gotta stop saying Min Yang. Min Yang. Okay, that is pretty racist. Let me not say that. I might get fucking canceled before my YouTube career even begins. I don't want to get canceled, you know. All right, guys, let's move on. We got Martin Santos taking on the fire marshal. Does he work at the same firehouse as Stipe Miocic? I guess so. That's the question, right? That's what I've been wondering this whole time. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes for Marshall. Let me do the poll. Guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe, man. I really want to hit 5K end of this year. So hopefully we can. If I stay consistent enough on the channel, I go live almost every single day. I think we can probably hit like 5K end of the year. All right, let's do this. We also gonna have contender series. I mean, we killed it in contender series last year. We killed it on LFA, PFO. I can't wait for PFO to be back. I mean, I'm gonna be fucking happy even PFO's back. PFO, LFA. We got LFA on Thursday this week. I mean, they still haven't dropped the lines yet. I've been waiting on that for all week. But yeah, you can hit a 10K cover. Someone's is bots. Okay, you gotta chill. Yo, you guys are not fans of Cover, right? The troll grimy. You guys don't like Cover. He's okay, man. Cover's not that bad. I mean, he pisses me off sometimes. Like he'll troll sometimes, but he's not that bad. He just has his fucking schizo days sometimes, Cover. All right, let's go Santos. Santos versus Marshall. The lines are crazy, man. I mean, am I gonna fucking bet Martin Santos at minus 250? I don't know if I can get there on this guy's money line. Is he gonna win? Like, do I see him winning? Maybe, right? Like, I don't think Marshall is a bum. Marshall's over there training at American Top Team right now for this fight. He looked kind of better against Dennis Bajukya, but Dennis Bajukya, I don't know. He knocked him down in the second round. Is he gonna drop Martin Santos? I don't know if I see him dropping Martin Santos. And he was starting to lose that fight. He was getting like dog walked in the late second, third round later. Bro, who the hell is in the Discord? Is that like okay? Okay, that's not my Discord. It's the other one. So like Santos, his only loss was to Argueta because he really didn't have any ground game back then. He was 21 years old, so that I mean that happens, right? That happens. He's young. He's still learning on the job, and Argueta just took him down. Argueta was like 20 years old at the time, or like 27 or something. So Argueta was in his prime, and he was only 21. And he really didn't have any takedown defense back then. He got absolutely mauled by Argueta. Obviously, Argueta hasn't looked good in the UFC, obviously. So take that for what you will. But honestly, I think Santos is gonna be able to win this one. Just like it's hard betting him at like minus 50 man for me. Like you can't even like throw him in two-team parlay. I guess you can throw him in two-team parlay, maybe Josh Van. I do like Josh Van. But like it's not. I don't know if it's worth it, man. Like maybe by KO, but I'm not even sure if he's gonna knock him out. I mean, the Marshall is pretty tough, but he is pretty hittable. So I can see him maybe finding a knockout at some point. He has a nasty left hook that he killed Ofli with. I remember so many people were high on Ofli in that matchup, and I took the over 1.5 rounds in parlay. That was my only losing parlay on that card. And we were only like 20 seconds, like 40 seconds away from hitting the over two in the parlay. I'm gonna go Santos here. Like just if the line comes down to like minus 250, minus 200, then like I think the parlay piece is not that bad then. Like minus 350, just tough, man. Because Marshall has skills. He's training over their American top team with guys like Evloev, Gamrot, who else is it? Grant Dawson. So I'm sure he's going to be looking to wrestle here, and he's going to look to grapple. Not sure if he's going to be able to hold him down. I don't think he's going to be able to hold him down or control him on the mat. But this could be close though. So like if it goes longer, maybe Myron Santos is really not going to look minus 350 out there. What's Marshall by plus 2.5? Plus 110 for Marshall for plus 2.5. Does he get knocked out by Martin Santos? I mean, if he doesn't get knocked out, I think it's gonna be 28-28. The question is like, if he gets knocked out by by Santos, obviously the spread's not gonna cover. That's something I might play. I mean, maybe in a parlay when you drop those on DraftKings, because you can't parlay in BetOnline. Well, you can parlay those spreads on like DraftKings. So maybe that might be a better play. Plus 2.5 on Marshall. He's not that bad, man. He's training over there with guys like pretty solid guys, right? Guys that are ranked in the top 15. So I think he's gonna be able to handle himself here. I'm still picking Santos to win. Maybe on the scorecards, but I think plus 2.5 on Marshall is not that bad, honestly. Plus 110, you're getting plus money on a guy like Marshall. The only time he's been finished was when he got taken on, right? Martin Santos. Can you take him down? I don't know if you can take him down or control him or beat him up like Dogarian was able to do that. Dogarian has really good wrestling. Let's see what the people are picking on this one. The people are on Santos, 100% on Santos. God damn, no one's giving any respect to Marcel in the chat, eh? What's your favorite fight? Bro, you got to tune into my best bets, man. My best bets, we did pretty well in the best bets. We hit like most of our parlays last week on the best bets. We the only losing best bets that I had were Gomez, who lost a close decision, and Ribowicz. We hit the Pinto by KO. We hit Brandes moneyline and KO. We also hit Manol Cap moneyline. I mean, we hit the parlays. One parlay was like plus 300 almost. You got to tune into the best bets, man. Make sure you sub to the channel. I'm gonna drop the best bets tomorrow, and we'll pick a Savage lock tomorrow. I mean, maybe even underdog lock tomorrow. I said enjoy Bob. My dad is down there now. Marshall, let's fucking go. I'm not picking Marshall, but I honestly think he's gonna make it's gonna be kind of close. I don't think he's gonna just get knocked out. I feel like Marshall could win here. He's tough. I do think he's tough though, but I don't know if I see him winning the whole fight. I think he's gonna win a run. I think he can take a round here. Plus 110, it's not that bad. Marshall, easy money. Shit's rigged, bro. Why would it be rigged for Marshall? I don't understand. I don't think it's rigged. Send Martin to Dagestan 2-3 years. Forget it. Yeah. He's training over the Kareem Couture, so I don't think his takedown defense is going to be all that bad. But I think Marshall's striking is pretty good. He's got okay boxing. Just his problem is he's so hittable though. So maybe Santos can crack his chin, knock him out, maybe. But honestly, I think it goes longer. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds, and Marshall can take a shot. His chin's not that bad. I'm gonna go with the Santos as a pick, but plus 2.5 on Marshall might be the play in this one. What's the over on this one? Over 2.5 rounds, minus 175. So the books are favoring this one to go over 2.5 rounds. I mean, if it goes over, I don't know if I see Santos just running away with it, like 30-27. I don't know if I see that happening. I think Marcel can clinch him, maybe hold him in the clinch, control him a bit, win a round. So plus 2.5 on Marcel might not be the worst play on this one, because this is tough getting to Santos at minus 350 for me. I mean, all right, guys, let's move on. Next matchup on the card is Alex Morono. Bro, Morono, the great white shark, taking on the lion. We got the lion versus the great white Leo. I got lucky. I definitely got lucky on the Leo fight in Saudi Arabia. I had 2 units on Rinat Fakardinov, and he lost the fight pretty fucking clear. Like when it went to scorecards, I was like, "There's no way they're gonna give it to Fakardinov." I was like, "There's no way." I was like, obviously, I was praying that they would, and they did, right? One judge had it 30-27. I think it was a Muslim judge or their local judge had it 30-27 for Fakardinov. Like I gotta find out what that judge is smoking. I mean, I gotta get a hold of that stuff, because there's no way you can score that 30-27 either way. Maybe you can score for Leo 30-27 at the very least. I mean, and this one's gonna be, guys. This one's like pretty straightforward. I mean, can Morono win? I don't think he's winning this one. He's looked so bad recently. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, he had a close fight." D-Rod. D-Rod looks fucking terrible right now. I don't think D-Rod looks good right now either. Leo, I mean, we have seen people before look good in their losses, and they come back and they look terrible and they lose. We've seen that happen before. I mean, could that happen here? I don't think so. I think this is a pretty straightforward for Leo, in my opinion. Let's do a post. Let's see what the people are picking on this one. See what the chat's on. What's going on, Ty? So nothing like coffee and picks. Bro, what time is it over there for you? Is it morning, or are you drinking coffee in the evening right now? I had coffee at like 1 in the morning. I woke up late as fuck, bro. I didn't go to sleep early in the morning this tonight. Normally I go to sleep at like 2 or like at least 1. I go to sleep at like 1 a.m. in the morning. I was up in the all night. I mean, watching tape for LFA, and I was like placing like bets on NBA. We cast a bet on NBA this morning for Australian basketball. I mean, all right, let's do the poll. So people are picking Santos at 86%, Marcel at 14%. Does he knock him out? I mean, if you can knock him out, he's gonna make a huge statement. I mean, if you can knock him out, but I think it's gonna be 28-28. It's gonna go longer. Oh, like Marshall can strike. I mean, hopefully he's just terrible. He's a one-trick pony. Morono. No, they drink chai, bro. They drink a lot of chai in India. They don't drink fucking coffee that much over there. I mean, they obviously do have coffee. They drink coffee too. But it's mostly Indian chai. When is NBA best? You start pick them. I'm not sure, bro. Like I don't watch the games. I don't watch the games. I mean, I just check the scorers offer like a couple of times. I mean, I don't really like sit there and watch the games play out. I think they're probably like 7 or 8. I'm not sure. We've been doing pretty well in NBA the past few days. I mean, we've been cashing. Guys, let me know who you guys have in this one. Morono, I had him as a lock of the week over Cord McGee. We had a parlay Bahamondes, Cord McGee, and not Cord McGee. I mean Alex Morono and Bahamondes minus 3.5. And that cast, it was sweaty, bro. It was so fucking sweaty. I mean, Morono looked terrible. I honestly thought he was gonna look really good in that fight. But Cord McGee's not that bad. He's actually not that he's not washed, bro. We picked Cord McGee over who was it? The Dirty Bird. Tim Means a Dirty Bird. We picked him as like plus 200 underdog there. So Tim Means is washed too. Morono, I don't think he fucking has it anymore. I think he's getting knocked the fuck out in the first round. Honestly, I do. They just like they're not even giving you plus money on Leo by KO. I honestly think he's gonna find the KO. I see him finding the knockout. I mean, I'm gonna see what like FanDuel. They dropped the lines for most of the main card, the props. I mean, but they haven't dropped the props for the early prelims yet. So I'm gonna see where they open. They open like plus 110, plus 120. I'm definitely gonna bet that on Leo KO. Money line, I mean, minus 700. Like, what are you gonna get parlaying minus 700? Is he gonna win? Yeah, he's gonna win. But like minus 700 just seems like a fucking way too wide money line. You might as well play KO, because I think if he wins, it's gonna be by knockout. Probably under 1.5 rounds if he wins. I think it goes under 1.5 rounds too. Santos isn't even impressive, to be honest. I mean, you got a crazy knockout already. Marcel hasn't knocked out anyone in the UFC. He couldn't even knock out Connor Matthews. So like I kind of understand why the betting odds are the way they are. And he only had one fight, right? Like he only had one fight, which is okay. What's going on, Hernando? How you doing, brother? How you doing this afternoon? This guy done with work. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. We're hanging out now. Are you from the States? No, I'm from Canada, bro. From Toronto. Never bet Alex Moron. Yeah. I mean, the last time I bet him was over Corbin McGee because I was like, he's gonna be able to stuff takedowns, Corbin McGee, and he couldn't stuff takedowns, and he was getting outstruck on the feet by Corbin McGee. Really bad luck by getting outstruck by Corbin McGee, and he just I don't know. Honestly, I was not confident he was gonna win that fight. Like I was like, holy, I was panicking on the live stream. I was like, fuck, he's gonna lose this fight. I was like, no way, he's gonna lose this fight to Corb fucking McGee on the feet. Then Nico Price fight. I mean, we got to talk about that Nico Price fight. I think Nico Price took the fight on short notice, right? Didn't he? Or like one of these guys took the fight on short notice on pay-per-view card. That was one of the worst fights I've seen in my life. I mean, watching UFC for the past decade, that was generally like up there, one of the worst top pound for pound worst fights out there. I don't know who the fuck put that on the main card. They need to be fired ASAP. Whoever put that fight on the main card on the pay-per-view, Makhachev versus Poirier card. You guys remember that? This was the worst fight on the card. They should have had Coppola versus Almeida on the main card, or like Jonathan. The fact they had Morono and Price on the main card over these other guys, it's just really dumb. Really dumb. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are we watching right now? So like even like next fight, then actually I think I picked D-Rod there, but like I didn't bet the over 2.5 there. They both look so bad. He's got experience at the UFC level, right? Obviously, he's got experience, so like he doesn't have the wrestling to get Leo down. He's gonna have to outstrike him with volume, right? Like he hasn't finished a lot of people out there. Couldn't finish Corbin McGee. He finished Tim Means, I guess, but Tim Means was keeping it pretty close in the first round. He was landing shots on him. Tim Means, I don't think he's got the same power as Leo. Mickey Gill couldn't finish Mickey Gill. Matthew Summersberger. He almost got finished by Matthew Summersberger in the late second. If you guys go back and run that fight back, I think it's time to write off Alex Morono. He's plus 430. I mean, I think that's for a good reason. Honestly, I think that's for a very good reason that he's plus 470. He's from Thailand. Who's from Thailand? Me? I'm not from Thailand. Bro, honestly, like I do want to go to Thailand just to like maybe just like meet some fighters over there, just to see how Thailand is. Definitely not gonna be going there for the girls. I mean, because there's so many fucking ladyboys over there. You can't trust anything. I mean, out there. Juju said, pick him. I fuck with your content, brother. I'll like and sub. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you subbing to channel. Morono bumming now. Yo, he's gonna lose this fight. I honestly hope he gets knocked the fuck out in the first round. I mean, I don't want to see him fight anymore in the UFC. Like he used to be okay. Like he's still okay. He can still land volume. He's okay. He's got tricky striking. Like, is he gonna knock out Leo? Like I don't think anyone's ever knocked out Leo. I bet him in PFO before. Even this fight, if you guys go back watch this fight, like I actually bet Sadibasi there, and it was like really fucking close. He was taking on Sadibasi, so honestly, I could see him taking on Morono if he wants taking on. He has really good wrestling, and he's got knockout power. I think the price minus 700. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna parlay minus 700. Like I don't normally hardly ever do that, and maybe it might be worth still parlaying him, but I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe minus 3.5 on Leo. Not sure what that is. He's minus 725 now. It's minus 775. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. It's minus 775 is just fucking crazy. Alpha picks. I'll definitely like give you guys alpha picks. But like the lines haven't even dropped yet. I mean, I've been waiting for the lines to drop. They haven't dropped the lines yet even. They got lines for power slap. I mean, what the fuck are you doing, bet online? Lines for power slap, but not for LFA, which is on Thursday. Like, bro. I bet Dana White's probably paying them money to get fucking betting odds for power slap. I've never bet on power slap. I mean, are we gonna do a live stream for power slap? I've been live for power slap before, like in their early days. I mean, one of their early cards I've been live before. I would like the crazy Hawaiian DeBell. I like watching some of those guys. I mean, but it's really not that entertaining. It's not something I like watching every week or every card. I mean, it's tough betting on this fight for me. Like, I might play the KO if anything. I don't know if I'm gonna get the money line, get to the money line minus 700. So minus 800 almost now. Is he gonna win? Yeah, he's gonna win. But minus 775 for a guy that only has one fight in the UFC that he should have won, obviously. But you're paying a really big premium here. Leo by KO minus 150. Honestly, I think you're gonna be able to find like minus 120, minus 110 on other books out there, maybe DraftKings and FanDuel. FanDuel should have like plus 100, maybe even. Well, I think KO. I see. Honestly, I see the KO coming. I can just see him knocking him out probably in the first few rounds. So maybe FanDuel is gonna have those props first, second on KO. I think he's gonna knock him out early in the first, maybe in the first round. Honestly, could be second on too, but I could see it like a late first round KO from Leo here. We got people picking Leo at 70%. I mean, you guys should be picking him at like 90%. I mean, the way the betting out there on this one. What's going on, Cover? How you doing, Cover? LFA picks. I'll definitely give you guys LFA picks. I was watching tape last night. We got Timira's brother fighting in LFA this week. I can't remember his name now. Ramazan, I think his name is Ramazan or something like that. His brother is making his LFA debut, and I was watching tape on the guy that he's fighting. He's 6-0. He's really not all that good. I think we're gonna see Tamira find a really good KO on Thursday, and I'll be live for Thursday LFA, probably for the whole card because I do want to see some of these matchups on LFA. Obviously, I'm picking Leo here. I mean, no shocker on this one. I think FanDuel, when they drop the first, second on KO, play that. That should be like plus 150, plus 170, maybe. Alright, let's move on. Next fight on the card is Bruno Ferreira, the Hulk, versus Armin, the Superman, Petrosyan. Man, I was a big fan of Petrosyan. I still am, but like I can't bet the guy anymore. I've tried in the past, and I've cast like twice on him. I've cast the plus 2.5 on him over Leroy Duncan. Then I bet the money line over AJ Dobson. Then I bet him over Vieira. He was my lock the week over Vieira because I was like, if he stuffs takedowns, he's gonna win that fight. He's got absolutely ragdolled in the first round. I'm picking Bruno Ferreira, guys. I'm picking Bruno Ferreira. Let's see who you guys are on. Let me do the poll. Yeah, I like the Leo KO, honestly. I haven't played it yet, but I am gonna play the Leo KO. Ferreira. Like, I understand why they have Petrosyan as the favorite here, because he should be the favorite. He's more technical striker. Doesn't have the same knockout power, but if you can avoid getting knocked out, I mean, maybe you can win. I'm not picking him anymore. Honestly, I don't trust him anymore. Like, if Shura Magomedov can land something like that and knock him out, I mean, Bruno Ferreira has way more knockout power. He can knock you out with the spinning. He can land stuff like that too that Shura Magomedov landed. Probably not the same spinning double elbow, but we've seen him throw a spinning back fist over Stoltzfus, right? He knocked him out with a spinning back fist. And he's getting controlled early. He's losing that early round. I mean, boy, he's gonna be in there. He almost knocked Abu Magomedov too. I'm picking Bruno Ferreira here, underdog pick on this one. Wow, everyone's picking Bruno Ferreira. That's kind of shocking. I mean, the betting odds, I mean, don't really reflect that. Who you guys got in this one? A lot of close matches on this card. Yeah, I got a few underdog picks on this card. I think we're gonna see some underdogs coming through on this card. Let's fucking go tie. I'll definitely give you guys all the picks later. I'm picking Bruno Ferreira. I think he can also mix in takedowns. I mean, his cardio is questionable though. Like if he goes past the first 8 minutes, maybe he's gonna get really tired. But he still got knockout power later. He almost knocked Abu Magomedov. Abu Magomedov has wrestling rate takedowns, and he can like submit you. So he has really good jiu-jitsu too. Like, can Petrosyan take him down? I mean, the only time I've seen him take down anyone was over Leroy Duncan. Like, he took him down, just couldn't really like hold him down though, and just took him down like once or like from what I remember, couldn't really hold him down for long. So I don't see him like controlling Ferreira on the ground like Abu Magomedov, right? And Abu's has pretty good striking from range too. He's just as good as Petrosyan when it comes to kickboxing. And I haven't seen the knockout power from Petrosyan. I mean, other than like him knocking out a guy on Dana White Contender Series, the guy got really tired trying to wrestle him early. I think Petrosyan is gonna be winning this fight like the last time when he was winning over Magomedov. Then he's gonna get knocked out at some point. I feel like Ferreira's not really gonna respect his power. I'm going Ferreira here. I think underdog pick on Ferreira is not the worst pick on this fight. Let's see what the odds are on this one. I think Ferreira first, second on KO. Because I don't know if I see him winning a decision. I think it's gonna be hard for him to outstrike Petrosyan if it goes all 15 minutes. Maybe finish only for. I think that's pretty safe. What's that? That's anywhere close plus 20. That might be the play on this one. Finish only because I don't see Petrosyan finishing him. Fuck, I can't. Okay, there it is. Petrosyan coming at minus 150. Over and under set at 2.5 rounds. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 160. If you're gonna play the under 2.5 rounds, you might as well play Ferreira by finish, Ferreira by KO, maybe even submission. I mean, can Ferreira lock in the submission? He has really good judo, right? He can grapple, even though he doesn't really go for submissions all that much. But I've seen him go for submissions on Rizal MMA before he made it to the UFC. He has 3 submission wins in the first round. I mean, he hasn't subbed anyone in a long time. But he can grapple. I mean, the submission might be sneaky play here. Maybe, right? Maybe that might be a sneaky play in this one. Let's see what the KO is for Ferreira. Ferreira KO plus 225. What's ITD? Inside the distance plus 135. You might as well play the money line then. There's no reason to play that finish for Ferreira. First, second on finish for Ferreira, that might be the play. Or finish only. What's finish only? Damn, minus 160 for Ferreira, finish only. Yeah, people are on too. I mean, they're definitely betting the finish only because I feel like that's pretty safe. I think Petrosyan's just gonna stay on the outside and just look to pick him apart. I don't see him knocking him out. Honestly, I just don't see it. All right, let's move on, guys. Next fight on the card is Joshua Wan. Are we gonna ride the Wan to the bank? We'll see this Saturday. Cause I really like Wan here, man. I really do like Joshua Wan here, and like he's looked pretty good, man. He's been fighting every few months. He's one of the most active flyweights on the roster right now, maybe other than Charles Johnson. I don't know any other flyweights that are as active as these two. Who else is as active? Maybe Pintosa's like fights like, I mean, he's a champion, right? So he doesn't have to fight every couple months. Let's do the poll on this one. The people are picking Ferreira 100%. We're all going Ferreira. Are we gonna take Ferreira as a lock of the week? I know he's gonna go out there and he's gonna fight for money. So he's one of the guys I'm considering for lock of the weeks. My only worry is like he might get really fucking tired trying to knock him out early if you can't get him out of there. Well, honestly, he's a pretty good candidate for lock of the week, I feel like. All right, let's move on. Ray versus Van. Van's was supposed to fight Bonasola here. And Ray's taking this fight on short notice, right? He's fighting the road to DFC, and a lot of these road to DFC guys, things don't really be panning out for them recently, right? The past 2 years. I said, at least I know who's fake as fuck. Now I'm banned. You're banned from my channel. What happened? Someone reported you? I'm not sure what's going on, brother. How was your last experience riding the man? Okay, you gotta that's sus as fuck, bro. You gotta chill. Bro, he cast for us, right? He cast over Durden. I didn't bet him there. I should have bet him there. I mean, I don't know why the fuck I didn't place my bets on him there. So he made it look really easy over Durden, and Durden can wrestle. We've seen Durden go out there, take down Charles Johnson over 11 times. And I bet Durden over Charles Johnson, I mean, back in the day, I mean, because he can wrestle and he couldn't get a single takedown on the man. Chavez, I mean, he had one takedown on Joshua Van. He couldn't really control him. And obviously, he heard Joshua Van. I mean, Van is pretty hittable. He's only 5'5". He's not the biggest guy for the flyweight division, I mean, but honestly, I think Joshua Van's gonna be fine here. Showing pretty good takedown defense. None of these guys are taking him down, holding him down. I don't on Reyes. I mean, is he a better pure grappler? He's probably a better submission grappler than some of these guys out there, like maybe Durden, Chavez, and these guys. I mean, Felipe Bunes has pretty decent, really good jiu-jitsu, and I think he took that fight on short notice too. That was at the Apex. I'm picking Van here. I really like Van. I'm gonna end up throwing him in a parlay. I really like. I think minus 180 is not that bad. Minus 180. Bob said Rigo's a pig. Okay. At least I know who's fake. Van's probably a good live bet. He doesn't give up the first round a lot. I mean, last time I was honestly gonna bet him after the first round. Then he actually won the first round. Then I knew like Lyman wasn't gonna be bettable after that. Because like, if he wins the first round, he's gonna win the fight 100%. Like I don't think Ray has the stopping power to knock him out. Like I don't know. I don't see him like knocking him out. I mean, he's gonna have to like go for a heel hook or like some crazy submission, some fluky submission, and he'll go for like heel hooks and like other submissions and stuff. He'll roll for those submissions, but I don't know if I see him like getting him out of there with submission like that. I think man at this point he's got 5 fights in the UFC now. He's got so much experience. I don't see him getting caught up in something that crazy. Ray is 10-0 undefeated, so I was hoping they're gonna like maybe open this at like Ray maybe as a favor maybe like because he's undefeated 10-0. Normally the bookmakers they do that, but not here. I think man should be like minus 180-ish because he's fought the way better opposition. I mean than Ray. And Ray had trouble with Hernandez. If it would be one thing, if he went out there some sub Hernandez or finished Hernandez, I'd be like, okay, this guy's really fucking good. He's dangerous. I mean, maybe he can like take down Joshua and submit him right away. Like finishing these guys, I mean, Mark Kamako. I actually picked Mark Kamako. I think that's the only time I picked against Ray in the past. And I watched that fight because I was like, Mark Kamako's gonna be able to take him down, but Kamako's kind of like he's not that good. Yeah, none of these guys are all that good. I mean, these guys that he's been fighting. And one of these fights is actually dropped by one of these guys too. Like he was able to recover and come back and win, but like not really a good sign getting dropped by some of these guys. Like it's one thing getting dropped by Charles Johnson and getting knocked out, right? I mean, that was a pretty vicious KO, and he wasn't looking bad in that fight before he got with a third round. I'm going Joshua Van. I'm pretty confident Joshua Van here. If he was like anywhere close to even money, I'd pick him as a lock of the week. I would, but like minus 200 just seems like I don't know if I want to take him as a lock of the week here. I do like Joshua Van though. I think we're gonna see. I'm gonna put him in a parlay in the best bets video that I do tomorrow. Let's see what the odds are. I mean, Joshua Van minus 191, over 2.5 rounds plus minus 210. My only concern with the over is like normally I think it's gonna go over. I think Ray's pretty tough. I think Joshua Van's really tough. My only concern with the betting the over is like what happens if Ray's like spamming takedowns out there and he can't get takedowns and he's getting lit up. He's getting hit to the body. He's gonna get really fucking tired. It's like my only concern betting the over here. The last time that I bet over in Van fight, it was Charles Johnson fight, and he was so close hitting the over, so close. Ty Best was eating Clown Show live yesterday. Does he still go live, Clown Show? I haven't fucking gone to his live stream in so long. That guy's always complaining, bro. I don't want to hear some fucking guy bitch all the time. How was your last experience? Yo, I mean, he actually won that fight over Durden. He made Durden look like a bum. He couldn't get a single takedown on him. So I think he's gonna look really good here. I think it's gonna be one-way traffic from Joshua Van. And there's no way I see Ray outlanding Joshua Van if it goes longer. He's gonna have to knock him out. I don't see him knocking him out. He's gonna have to catch him in a submission. Van's probably a good live bet if he gives up the first round. I think he's gonna defend takedowns. I don't think he's gonna give up the first round here. He might give up the second round if he gets like careless and he gives up his back. Maybe he gets controlled for a bit. Well, I don't see it. I think it's gonna look really good. Let's move on, guys. Next fight on the card. I think the Van third rounder finish might be the better play than the money line. Because I can see Ray staying in there for a bit. I mean, Van doesn't really finish a lot of people in his first 2 rounds. He'll finish you like later. You get really tired. Van by points plus 135. I think he's gonna win by decision. Honestly, I see this one going longer. They're flyweights. I mean, they don't really finish a lot of people at 125. Ray by points plus 250. Ray by submission plus 600. What's Joshua Van finish only? Minus 180. Ray to win 1 round is minus 160. I think it goes longer. I think the third rounder decision might be the play on DraftKings when they open the props on this fight. All right, guys, let's move on. Who are the people? Let's see who the chat's on. The chat's picking Joshua Van at 89%. I think we're gonna be riding the van to the bank on this Saturday. And we'll live bet him too on the live stream. I mean, we'll definitely live bet this guy on the live stream. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card is Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kuniev. Let's do a poll on this one. I know you guys are not gonna like this one. Let's see. Let's do the poll. Kuniev, Blades. Now let me say, Blades should win this fight, right? He's got so much experience at the UFC level. He's fighting all the best guys in the world at this weight class. He should probably win this matchup, right? He should probably win. I mean, the reason I say probably is that he is chinny. I mean, even like Sergey Pavlovich, I mean, he's got legit knockout power, so there's really no shame in getting knocked out by Sergey Pavlovich. Like, he's getting stumbled over and over with jabs. I mean, jabs alone, he's getting stumbled over and over. And he just got absolutely ran through by Tom Aspinall. But that's Tom Aspinall, obviously. Like, I'm not saying Tom Aspinall's that's bad getting knocked by Tom Aspinall, but he still is getting knocked out over and over, right? Rizvan Kuniev, I know he's not as scary as these other guys like Aspinall and Pavlovich. I think there's a chance Kuniev can pull something up, maybe land an elbow in the clinch or something like that. I mean, Blade should win, obviously. He's minus 300 almost. I think Kuniev could be live underdog here at plus 260, man. Like, come on. Like, I think it's gonna be worth putting like at least $50 of half unit on Kuniev at the odds. I've never really been a big fan of Curtis Blades. I don't think I've ever I think I picked him over Chris Dawkins. Yeah, I think I picked him over Chris Dawkins. I haven't picked him that much in the UFC. I mean, I did pick Derek Lewis there to knock him out. Derek Lewis was a pretty big underdog there, and he was winning that fight. Then he ran into an uppercut. And Pavlovich, I picked Pavlovich as an underdog. He was like plus 120 there. He was like plus 120 when I bet Pavlovich. And he was supposed to win that fight. I mean, most people were picking Curtis Blades. He was getting taken on 9 times by Almeida in the first round. I mean, if Almeida just doesn't make the mistake and hanging on the clinch for so long, I think he honestly he would have won that fight. Kuniev is obviously not as athletic as these other guys, but he's training with Ankalaev. He's training with their American top team with the guy that already fought Curtis Blades, Biggie Boy. I think he's gonna be ready for the chance, man. There's a reason the UFC is throwing him to Curtis Blades. I mean, I keep calling him Chris Curtis. I think there's a reason they're throwing him to the Shark Tank this early in his UFC debut. Maybe he's gonna look really bad. We'll see if he's gonna be anything in this weight class. Is he gonna be a ranked contender, or is he just gonna be another fucking blob in this weight class? We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna go with the Kuniev. I changed my mind. They're trying to cut Blades. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not really sure what's going on in this one. Really not sure what the fuck's going on. Ty was eating a clown show alive. Bro, like, I just stopped going to the guy's live stream because he's bitching all the fucking time. I don't want to hear some guy bitch all the time. Like, it's not good energy. I don't want to like hating on people and shit. Like, it's not really my style. And that's all he does, bro. All he fucking does is complain, bitch, about donuts not getting enough fucking donuts. Like shut the fuck up, dude. At least I know. I don't even know, bro. I don't keep up with this. I don't keep up with the beef. I don't like watch the guys' streams anymore, so I don't know what's going on with you guys. Rizvan KO the way to go. Yeah, what's the KO on this one? I don't know if he's gonna finish. He could maybe knock him out with an elbow and close. Or he might get knocked out in the first round, maybe, but we'll see. Maybe Blade just take him down, ragdolls him because he has really good wrestling. I'm gonna go with Kuniev plus 260. We'll see. We'll find out if he's legit at plus 260. I wouldn't mind being wrong at plus 285 almost. I wouldn't mind being. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong then. But I'm gonna go with Kuniev at these odds. Kuniev by KO plus 550. I mean, normally, like when Blades is losing fights, normally KO, right? He gets hit with something that he can't recover from. So maybe I can see like Kuniev landing an elbow in the close because he's got okay clinch work. At distance, I mean, obviously Blades has better striking and leg kicks at range. So we'll see how this one works out. I mean, Rizvan, maybe he's gonna have some nerves coming in. He's making his UFC debut, but he's fought in PFO. He's had some pretty big fights in PFO, so I don't know if this is gonna be a big problem for him. I'm gonna go with Kuniev We'll say Kuniev KO. That's why I don't ever go there. But Useless told me to watch it just to talk shit to me. Okay. Yeah, I don't, bro. I don't want to keep. I don't really care about this beef. I mean, just it is what it is. You know, if you don't get along with someone, just fucking just don't talk to them. I mean, that's what I do. If like there's no like I don't want it's not worth my energy like keeping up with beefs. I mean, beefing with people on the internet. Like who the fuck cares? I mean, it's just not worth your energy. I mean, it's gonna like it's just gonna like take away your time. I mean, and like you're better off like doing something better. Fuck that shit, bro. It's not worth my time. And that guy, bro, I used to go on the live stream. I used to support him. The guy just complains all the time. I mean, like whatever. That's Blades has no chain, unfortunately. I wouldn't say he has no chain, but like he has been getting concussed over and over, right? Like that's gonna play a factor, obviously, when you're fighting at this heavyweight weight class. This could be a better matchup for him, maybe, but I'm gonna go with Kuniev. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, I'm biased for these EVs and OVs." That's not really true. That's not true. Fight ends by KO. What's fight ends by KO? Minus 155 for fight ends by KO. Honestly, that might be a better play. Fight ends by knockout, because I don't see either of these guys locking in a submission on each other. It's gonna have to be a KO or finish ground and pound. So I might play that in a parlay. Fight ends go the distance minus 175. Kuniev has a chin on him, so I don't know if I see Blades finishing him. Like unless Kuniev is really tired, trying to get him down, hold him down. That's the only way I see Blades maybe getting him out of there if he gets really tired, doesn't have any gas left later in the fight, and after the first rounds maybe because Blades has so much experience. But Kuniev was 5 rounds before. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go with Kuniev. All right, let's move on, guys. Chat's picking Blades at 73%. So either me, I'm gonna be right, or you guys are gonna be right. At least one of us can be happy after the fight's over with. All right, let's move on. Next fight on the card, we got Bobby Green. I'm not calling this guy king. There's no way I'm gonna call any grown man king. Not gonna happen. You couldn't pay me enough money to call someone fucking king. So Bobby Green, what's his name? Robert Green? I think his name's Robert Green, right? Robert Green taking on Mauricio Ruffy. Ruffy. Is it Ruffy or is it Ruffy? I don't know. I can't tell which one it is. Let's do a poll. I know people are not as high on Ruffy as they were before that Lanta fight. I actually bet the fight doesn't go the distance in that one in a parlay. So I wasn't happy. Obviously, I wasn't happy that it went over. It is what it is. You know, Lanta has a chin on. The guy's really tough. He just wasn't willing to go home. He just wasn't willing to like go anywhere. I mean, all right, let's do this poll. Ruffy versus Green. I'm not calling this guy king, bro. There's no way you can make me call you fucking king. Like, it's crazy. You know what's funny? Like, the fact that he changed his name, then he got subbed in the first round. He just, like, terrible against Paddy Pimblett. I wasn't expecting him to get subbed in the first round. Honestly, I was like, it's going to be close. Probably, maybe Paddy catches him in a submission later, second, third round. But, like, getting subbed in the first round, just not a good look. And he has been getting finished, right? Like, he's been getting finished in all his losses recently. Like, Turner finished him in the first round. And Turner, like, he couldn't finish, like, the other guys. I mean, he's not finishing Hooker. He's not finishing Gamera. I mean, those guys are durable, but still, like, Dober finished him in the second round. I mean, he was looking good in the first round, but then he got finished. No shame getting finished by Makhachev, obviously, but Rajiv couldn't finish him. Moises couldn't finish him. And that fight was just really close. Moises can't finish anyone on the feet. I mean, it is what it is there. Drakkar close. This isn't. But I think Ruffy is gonna fucking put it on him. I don't think he's gonna respect his power. I don't think Green has a chin like line top. He's been knocked out so many times. I'm going Ruffy by KO first round. I think he's gonna make a statement here. And Bobby's been fucking smoking weed all the time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with smoking weed, but like smoking weed during fight week is not a really good sign. Like he's not really locked in. I feel like he's just showing up for a paycheck. He's like Kevin Holland, right? At this point, I feel like he's like Kevin Holland. Does he knock out Ruffy? I mean, is he gonna knock out Ruffy? I don't fucking see it. Am I gonna bet Ruffy at minus 500? I still haven't bet it yet. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I think the KOs is the play. Honestly, I think he's gonna go get him out of there. I do see him covering that money line. I mean, minus 500. And the fighting nerds, I mean, they've been covering their price each and every time out there. Maybe other than Ruffy over Lantop, he was like minus 900, and he should have finished him. But Lantop is pretty tough. We found out. At the end of the day, we're all belong to Pick'em Chat. Let's go, man. Yup, useless and Anakin permaban from my channel. Tim, you're not a fan of useless. Useless is pretty chill. I don't think he's ever said anything bad. I've never seen him say anything bad. If you don't, yeah, but if you don't get along with someone, like you don't have to talk to them, right? It's pretty simple. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, like, there's no reason to like talk to someone that you don't get along with. Just avoid them. I mean, what, like, why even like communicate with them? Waste your time. Juan said Ruffy's second on KO. That might be like the better play, but I'm gonna play the first, second on KO for Ruffy because like if he doesn't knock him out in the first round, I don't think he's gonna finish him in the third round. Like he finished the guy on Dana White Contender Series third round. I actually bet against Ruffy there because I really didn't do a lot of research for that fight. And I knew about that guy Magomed Ali, right? I knew him. He fought in Pakistan back in I think it was Eagle FC. So I was like, he looked pretty good over Impa, so he's probably gonna win. I should have done more research. The only loss that Ruffy has was against Manuel Souza. I mean, Manuel Souza could probably be fighting the UFC. We're probably going to see him in the UFC at some point. They're hurting each other. I mean, they're just trying to knock each other's head off in that fight. And Manuel Souza, he lost recently to Archie Kogan, who's a really good wrestler in Bellator. No shame in that one, obviously, but he should have waited to fight on the Dana White Contender Series. He's really good. He's one of the best Muay Thai strikers outside the UFC right now. I think we're gonna see him win a Contender Series eventually at some point. He's still really young. I think he's only like 20 something, 27 years old. And they were like just dropping each other, and he ran into a counter from Souza. That's the only time he's ever finished. I mean, so I don't think his durability is questionable. His gas tank was like he was starting to slow down against Line Top in the third round. But like he was really trying to put him away early, and Line Top can eat a shot. I don't think Green has a chin like Line Top. And the odds are, I mean, like it is what it is. I mean, it's a fighting nerds tax at this point. You're gonna be paying tax when you're betting this team. Ruffy minus 460. Honestly, still think is. I mean, minus 460 is not that bad. I think he's gonna land the better shots. Even if he doesn't knock him out, I think he's gonna be able to land the better shots. But I do see him getting the finish in this one. Over 1.5 rounds, minus 180. I wouldn't bet the over here. I think first, second on KO for Ruffy. Ruffy by KO, minus 105, plus 105, plus 110 on the FanDuel. I've seen it earlier. I'm going to bet the first, second on KO for Ruffy. Maybe throw that in a parlay. I think that's pretty solid. Let's see what the people are picking on this one. Chat's picking Ruffy at 75%. We got some people on green here. I mean, so if you like green, I mean, the money line is probably not bad if you think he's going to be able to maybe outstrike him. Like, he's going to knock him out. I don't see him knocking him out, but maybe you can pull something off, right? Maybe you can show his experience here. But honestly, I just don't see it. We'll see. Maybe Green's gonna prove me wrong. We'll find out this Saturday. All right, let's move on, guys. Next fight on the card is Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos versus Yasmin Lucindo. Normally, I like going with the younger fighter. I mean, normally, like, I'm still gonna look at the weigh-ins and see if I'm still gonna ride with Lemos. As of right now, like I've been leaning towards Lemos here. Let's see who you guys are picking on this one. Let's do the poll. Lucindo's training out. I think she's training out of the same team as Verna Genderoba, who just fought Lemos. So it's gonna have some someone to train with, who's been in there with Lemos. Yeah, Lucindo, right? Like, if he went out there and like won a clear decision over Rodriguez, like, he needed takedowns. If he wasn't getting takedowns there, he was not gonna win that fight. I can tell you guys right now. And Rodriguez doesn't have a lot of power. I don't think he's got that much power. Like, Lemos hits way harder. My only problem with Lemos is like why I haven't better yet, even at plus money, is like she'll give up takedowns going for guillotines and like stupid submissions off her back. Like, she'll go for ninja choke and give up takedowns. Like, that's my only concern betting on Lemos here. Lucindo, like, she gets takedowns, she's probably gonna win. Control her. I don't think she's submitting Lemos, but maybe she can control her enough to win by split decision again. But honestly, I think Lemos is gonna be able to land the better shots on the feet. So even if she is getting taken on, I don't think it's really gonna matter all that much. But Lemos is almost 40 years old, right? So you gotta obviously at some points he's gonna look fucking bad. But I don't know if I see it just yet. Why does this Bobby Green picture looks like a mugshot? Maybe it was a mugshot. I don't think the lines dropped yet, bro. They haven't dropped the lines yet. Did they drop him? They drop him now? Let me see. Okay, they finally fucking dropped him right now. Bro, this guy's minus 950. What the fuck? What's Timarov? Timarov minus 500. God damn, bro. I'm gonna wait till the unders and overs maybe then. This one's gonna go under, I think. Mosquito is gonna go under 1.5 rounds. He's gonna get a submission first round. I've been betting the under 1.5 every time. This one's probably gonna open at 1.5 rounds. I think it's gonna go under 1.5 rounds. Man, these lines are not fucking that good. Victor Santos versus Samarin. Bro, what the fuck? This one's gonna go under 1.5 rounds. So I'm probably just gonna bet the unders and totals. Chase Whitmore versus Stay Corin. I think Chase might be a good underdog. I think he's got knockout power. I haven't really been that high on Corin. Yo, I'm gonna wait till the totals. I mean, the money lines are fucking crazy. And you can't even parlay the money lines right now, can you? Yeah, you can't even like parlay the money lines right now. Yeah, it's not like I don't know if I'm gonna parlay those money lines, bro. Like you're gonna have to like do like 5 leg parlays for plus money. Like what the fuck? I thought they're gonna open this guy ran at like minus 400, minus 500. That's pretty crazy. I mean, what the fuck? Lendo lacks experience. I mean, she's 23 years old, right? So she's gonna look better than Lemos. I feel like at some point, right? The age plays a factor. I think the younger fighter wins at like 70%. I'm gonna see how they look on the scales. If I see Lemos, if she looks in really good shape, I'm gonna watch the interviews and see how what kind of game plans he has for this fight, and then maybe decide if I want to place a bet on her. Bro, have you seen the money lines? What the fuck is going on? Like those are not good money lines to bet on. I think the unders totals are gonna be better on those fights. I see a lot of finishes on that card. A low acid never hurt anyone. Anyone? No, don't fucking throw acid on anyone. Is that Ngannou in your picture, bro? What the fuck is that? That's hilarious. Ngannou. And on top was way heavier. Yeah, he didn't cut any weight either. Like he came on short notice off the couch, I think. And he actually won the third round. So maybe Bobby Green doesn't get knocked out. Maybe he's gonna win the third round. But even then, I don't see him finishing. Ruffy. I'm gonna go with Lemos here, guys. Underdog pick on this one. I'm picking a few underdogs on this card. Mina Lemos plus 116. I'm going Lemos here. Does it go over 2.5 rounds? I think there's a chance it goes over. I think Lendo is tough enough that it's not gonna get finished off. I do think Lemos is gonna crack her chin though. I think it's probably gonna go over. I mean, they're strawweights. Most of their fights go over. Even when Lemos is like cracking. I mean, she almost finished Dern. The referee just let her recover. Probably goes over. I mean, I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. But I like Lemos side on this one. And this fight, I'm not sure if this one's canceled, guys. This fight might actually be canceled now. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on in this one. Guys, make sure you guys like the stream, man. We're almost like at I think we're at like 11 likes right now. We could probably hit like 15 likes on the stream. All right, let's move on. So Bahamondes versus Jalen Turner. The chat's picking Lemos at 60%. I like Lemos. I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is the age. I mean, but Lemos has fought the way better opponents. She's actually looking better in those 5 fights. I mean, against Rodriguez, I mean, I picked her out like plus 300 underdog there. I know some people were complaining that was early stoppage. It was a standing TKO. But she hurt her really, really bad. Maybe it was an early stoppage, I mean, but yeah, I think she would have finished eventually. What's going on, Torin? How you doing, brother? No one ties. She wasn't on drugs. Who wasn't on drugs? Yeah, the LFA lines are just crazy, bro. What the fuck? They're like wider than I expected. I thought Tamira's gonna open up with like maybe minus 300, minus 250. It's already like minus 500. I think he's gonna find a knockout. So if they open the totals at 2.5 rounds, take the under 2.5 rounds on that one. All right, let's do this fall, guys. Turner versus Bahamondes. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in this one. This fight might actually be canceled. Let me see. Is there any update on Twitter? I don't think there's any update on Twitter right now. Yeah, this is the post that I was talking about, right? They're flying out of Tom Nolan to Vegas right now. He said, cheers for the private jet. See you soon, boss. Why else would they be flying out Tom Nolan? Like, there's no other, like, maybe Ruffy, maybe one of that one, maybe they need someone for Ruffy versus Green, maybe? Is that maybe that's also at 155, right? I'm really not sure what's going on with this fight. I mean, maybe this one's they need a partner for this one, or maybe like why else would they be flying out Tom Nolan to Vegas right now on a private jet? Doesn't really make sense, right? Something doesn't make sense here. We'll see what happens. I mean, let's still break down this card in this fight. I mean, Turner was a really dangerous striker, as a really dangerous finisher early in the first round. He's got knockout power. He can submit you if he has you rocked, and you shoot a takedown on him. He'll like wrap something up like a submission, anaconda choke, or like dart choke. And he's pretty dangerous to Ray, but the guys that he's only finishing is King Green. I mean Bobby Green. What the fuck? I called him King Green. Bobby Green got me there. He finished Bobby Green and me. Actually killed him there. Like, that was one of the worst stoppages that I've seen ever. And I can't remember which referee. I think it was Chris Tyone, or was it Chris Tyone in that one, or was it Kerry Hadley? Maybe it was Kerry Hadley. I think it might have been Kerry Hadley, the one that was officiating that fight. That was like one of the worst stoppages that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, ever. One of the worst stoppages ever that I've seen. I was happy to see this actually a live after this out the fight, because I was like, just wait, they should have fired that referee right after. I mean, I'm not sure they did. They should have though. I think it was Kerry Hadley. And Bob Mondes has been looking good right now. He's training over there with Bilal Muhammad, and Bilal's pretty high on him. Like, his problem was like his submission game was really submission defense wasn't really all that good before he made it to the UFC. He got stopped by Preston Parsons also at the UFC, but he was really young back then. And he seems to be really putting it all together right now. I did pick Manuel Torres. I bet Manuel Torres there, and I found out pretty quickly. I mean, don't bet against Bob Mondes, because I took him over Giago. So we had Morono parlay with with Bob Mondes, -3.5 spread. Then I was trying to fade him over Torres because I got Torres top plus 120. I was like, Torres can win this one. Maybe you can knock him out or submit him. I think I was picking him a submission, and he didn't have any chance in that fight. Obviously, Turner is more dangerous than those guys that he's been fighting right now. Then Trey Ogden, Rangju, and Giagos is obviously he's not in the UFC anymore. No, so he's definitely like Turner is definitely more dangerous. But Turner, like his problem is like, if he can't finish you in the first round or like first 7 minutes, he just kind of fades, man. He doesn't have like he's never finished anyone after like 7 minutes. I mean, he's getting walked down like by people later in the fight. I mean, Hooker was starting to walk him down. Other people are starting to walk him down. Who pulled out? Green ended up pulling out. I mean, is that what happened? Is that why they're flying out Tom Nolan to fight Ruffy now? Damn, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean that's probably what it is, none. Green. Yeah, I've seen him like smoking, like taking fucking so many edibles. I mean, like a few days ago, so I knew he wasn't really locked in. Guys, I'm picking Bob Mondes here. I mean, I can't pick Turner anymore. The guy he's been letting me down time after time. I took him over Mike Connell. I mean, to be fair, he did knock him down right. Then he fumbled right away. Then he just kind of gave up in the second on. Dan Hooker versus, I mean, he was landing pretty good shots on Dan Hooker. And again, he almost got stopped by Dan Hooker in the third round. I mean, the bell saved him there. And he knocked out Bobby Green. I mean, obviously, he knocked out Brad Riddell, but those guys are like Malarkey. I mean, knocking out Malarkey, I don't really care about that. I mean, finished Medic, so that's pretty solid. I mean, finishing Medic. Ferreira took him down like 11 times in that fight, I remember. I mean, there's a chance that he can maybe hurt him early, but Balmondes is tough, man. No one's knocking out Balmondes. I mean, the only time I've seen anyone drop Balmondes was Klein. I think it's going to be tough in this one. I think he's going to be able to stay in there longer than Turner. And I can see him like starting to land more and more as the fight drags on, like second, third round. I'm going to say like Balmondes third round KO, TKO. I think we're going to see Balmondes find a knockout later, third round maybe. Is that confirmed? Like, where'd you hear that, bro? Is it on Twitter? Did Big Marcel report that or what? Let's see. There's no confirmation yet, I feel like. Or did Bobby Green, like, did he post something on Instagram right now? It's got to be one of those two fights, right? Either this one, Bob Mondes versus Turner, or it's got to be the other one, Ruffy versus Bobby Green. Because those are like the only two 155 matchups on this card, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's another one. I mean, this is already. It can't be this one. There's no way one of these guys is fighting Tom Nolan. It's got to be either Ruffy versus Green fight or Bob Mondes versus Turner. Probably Ruffy versus Green fight, maybe. Yeah, there's only 3 lightweight matchups on this card. I haven't watched those embedded. I gotta watch those. Do you think easy fight to predict? Who are you going with, Lito? Are you gonna go with Turner or are you gonna go with Bahamondes? I'm going Bahamondes, probably like a late third round TKO or like this isn't. I think Turner is pretty tough though, so maybe he goes longer. Let's see what the odds are. Bahamondes minus 125. Like in my early breakdowns, I was picking Bahamondes is like plus 110 back then. Bahamondes by third round plus 1,000. Maybe you can lock in a submission. I mean, maybe club and sub. I could see like a club and sub. Fight doesn't go the distance minus 200. Honestly, we should see a finish here. I mean, they're both danger striker. They're both just gonna stand there, strike, and they both have knockout power. They both are pretty hittable. I think we're gonna see a knockout. I mean, so the fight doesn't go the distance. It might be the better play here. All right, what's fight ends by KO minus 140 for fight ends by KO. Could be a submission. I could generally see like a submission to club and sub in this one too. Mine is by submission plus 1,200. What's fight ends by submission? Plus 550 for fight ends by submission. I mean, honestly, that might not be a bad play on this one. More than likely, it's probably a knockout if there is a finish, but I can see like a submission too by maybe a club and sub situation here. So people are picking Turner at 56%. I mean, this is a close matchup, so I understand why you guys are picking Turner. And he's definitely fought the better opponents. I mean, all right, let's move on, guys. Next match on the card is Rafael. Is it Rafael Fiziev or is it Rafael Fiziev? He's not Brazilian, right? So it's got to be Rafael Fiziev versus Justin Gaethje. Let's do a poll on this one. Fiziev versus Gaethje. Justin Gaethje. Ruffy will KO Nolan easy. Chin is sus. I think he's gonna knock him out. I mean, but Nolan's really not that bad. His chin's like, I mean, he got knocked out by who knocked him out? Martinez dropped him, right? He's actually got skills. I mean, so maybe you can put it together, get an upset. I don't think I'm gonna pick him though, but he's taking this fight at short notice. That if that's actually happening, it probably is. I mean, why else would they be flying on Nolan to Vegas right now, private jet? So something's definitely going on. All right, guys, co-main event. I mean, this is only 3 rounds. It's not 5 rounds like their previous matchup. I mean, with Hooker, Dan Hooker versus Justin was supposed to be 5-round war, and obviously Hooker was injured. He's gonna use. I think he had a surgery recently, so hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he recovers well. Wish him all the best on that one. We got Rafael Fiziev taking on Justin in a rematch. Their first fight was really close, and Rafael Fiziev made a mistake trying to brawl with him in the pocket, trying to box up with Justin Gaethje. He should have stayed on the outside, kick more. I think he's gonna have a better game plan here. My only concern for Fiziev here, like, is that the layout, but I think he's trains all the time. I mean, I don't think he's one of those guys that just like lays on the couch. I mean, eating fucking Doritos. He's probably in the gym training all the time. He's a striking coach over there at Tiger Muay Thai. He's I'm sure he's training over there all the time. I know he had a surgery on his ankle. Maybe he's not gonna be able to kick as much as he used to, but I think he's got more weapons at range. In the pocket, obviously Gaethje can land uppercuts like he was able to land because Fiziev does dip his head down when he's like trying to like throw punches. His defense really isn't all that best, but I'm gonna go Fiziev here. The layoff is a concern, obviously, but we just seen Justin get flatline KO'd. I mean, he was out for like good 5 minutes in that last fight against Max Holloway. He was going Justin by decision. I mean, that could happen. Maybe there he's if it's close, then maybe they give it to Justin. But I think Fazeev is live for sure. I think Fazeev has the more finishing upside here. I don't know if I see Justin knocking him out. I mean, I don't know if I see that. I think Fazeev has a really good chin. I mean, the only time I've seen him finish it was by spinning wheel kick. I think a long time ago. That might have been his UFC debut too. It was by like Magomed Mustafayev spinning back kick. Other than that, he's been pretty durable. Camera, I mean, that was an injury. And Justin's on full camp here, so maybe that's gonna play a factor in the cardio. Justin has really good cardio. He was training for 5 rounds. That decision might be a good play, but I'm probably gonna end up playing the over 2.5 rounds. But even playing the over is like kind of risky. I feel like because Justin's been getting rocked over and over. He's getting hurt over and over against Max Holloway. We did pick Max Holloway there, but I wasn't expecting him to like knock him out like that or like wobble him, I mean, as many times as much as he was like rocking him on the feet and pretty much every round. I mean, if you're on Justin Gaethje's side, I understand. I completely understand. Let's see what the odds are on this one. For the minus 155. I think it should be even money, honestly. I think it should be like even money on each side. If it was full camp, maybe Fazeev should be like minus 150, but on notice it should be like minus 110. Only minus 200. Gaethje by decision plus 300. See, I don't see Justin finishing him. He's gonna have to land one of those high kicks that he landed on Poirier to knock him out, and maybe then he can knock him out. But if he doesn't land that high kick, I don't see him knocking out Fazeev on the feet. Justin plus 3.5 minus 150. Honestly, that might be a really good play on Justin if you're gonna. I don't think if he goes longer, he's not losing 3 rounds for sure. I'm gonna go Fazeev by points. I'm gonna go Fazeev by points on this one. Maybe even knockout. I could see a knockout here too. All right, guys, let's move on. Main event time now. We got the main event coming up. We got Magomed Ankalaev taking on Alex Pereira, the #1 contender, finally fighting for the belt now. You think Justin decision but close fight? Yeah. I mean, decision plus 300 might not be a bad play, but I don't know if I see him wrestling Fazeev. I mean, I only took him down in the first fight. Fazeev has really good takedown defense normally. And yeah, I don't think he was expecting him to shoot takedowns in that one. I think he's going to be expecting him to shoot takedowns here. After a knockout like that, I mean, that Justin went through, I think he's going to be shooting more takedowns here. So people are picking Justin as 56% and 44% going with Fazeev. All right, let's go. Pereira taking an Ankalaev. Let's go, man. I'm pumped for this one. I cannot wait for this fight. I'm so excited for this fight. It's going to be a really solid main win. Poatan, he's been absolutely killing everyone out there. Running through everyone. I mean, ran through round 3. I mean, he didn't run through round 3. He was down 3 rounds. I mean, he was kind of like messing around. I feel like he was like, I don't think he respected round 3 early in that fight. Round 3 was up 3 rounds. If that was only 3 rounds fight, I think round 3 would have won that fight. Eventually, round 3 got really tired. I mean, but he knocked him on. He did knock up Projka there. He knocked Jamal Hill. Made easy work with these guys. I mean, but do I think these guys have like takedowns and wrestling like Ankalaev has? I know he doesn't wrestle all that much. He's a striker, mostly primary striker. But Ankalaev, like, why can't he take down Alex Pereira? We've seen Izzy take him down. We've seen other guys take him down. Like even Projka took him down. Projka doesn't really wrestle. Blachowicz took him down early, like controlled him. Blachowicz was landing shots on him too. People forget that Blachowicz was actually like doing really well in the 3rd round. He lost the fight based on optics. I bet on Alex Pereira there. But if you go back and watch the fight, he lost the fight based on optics alone. You can take him down. I'm sure you can take him down. I don't know if you can take him down, but Izzy took him down, which he took down Izzy too. We'll see what happens. I mean, even if it's a striking, I think Ankalaev is a good striker. I don't think he's a bad striker on the feet. I'm going with Ankalaev. I'm going to stick to my guns, Ankalaev. Well, this is going to be a crazy main event, man. He's fighting during Ramadan, so that might play a factor maybe. Him fighting during Ramadan, you can't really rehydrate properly during Ramadan. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna go with Ankalaev. I think he has more waist win, plus 100, plus money, more waist win. He hasn't shown that he's chinny by any means. Obviously hasn't fought anyone with the power like Poatan in the UFC, which is obviously understandable. I'm gonna go with Ankalaev though. But can he knock out Alex Pereira? I mean, I'm not sure. I just see him controlling the fight. Like Roundtree was controlling the fight early. I think he can also mix in takedowns on things and it would give him different looks. I'm gonna go with I can take him down. There's no way I can take down Alex Pereira, bro. Like he'd probably fucking kill me with that left hook. Ankalaev can take a shot. I mean, he's actually pretty solid. The durability is unquestionable. My pick's gonna be Ankalaev on this one, guys. I understand why you guys are going with Pereira. He's making easy work of these guys recently. I'm gonna go with Ankalaev here by probably like a decision on me. I don't know if I've seen finish. Maybe can he lock in the submission? Not really see submission. Maybe ground and pound. Maybe ground and pound if he does finish him. Well, I'm not sure if he's gonna go out there and finish him. I think he's gonna just play safe. And I think he's just gonna stay on the outside, land counters, and like, not take too many risks. It's gonna be a good fight for sure. I can't wait for it, guys. I gotta be out of here. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll probably see you guys on Thursday. And join Discord, man. I'll drop the Discord link again for anyone that hasn't joined Discord. It's free, no premium. You're not gonna pay any money for the Discord. And we've been cashing in via the past like week. I mean, this whole week we've been cashing every day. And see you guys in the next one, guys. Take it easy. Have a good night. Enjoy your week off. Later.